السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عليكم السلام.
حياكم الله اخواني. معنا ضيف جايين البحرين، طبعا الضيف عزيز على القلب ومن اخطر الفايتريه وزنهم بس كفايه يعني، بس خلي اعرف عن نفسه وانا ما بعرف عنه.
تسلم لي. Okay, I'm gonna say more in English.
Okay, enjoy.
So I'm Mahmoud Sbea. Originally I'm Egyptian, but also I'm American. I live in Miami, Florida. I train with the American top team. I'm former Olympian in wrestling, competed in 2016 Olympics.
MashaAllah.
African champion multiple times. I competed in multiple world championships. I started MMA like a year and a half ago, and I almost have 5 fights. My last fight was PFL, and I fought with Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
So that was like one of my best fights. Even I lost the fight, but I was like sick, so I shouldn't fight. But to be honest, I'm always down to challenges. So I love this game, and it's about to getting to start. So we're about to warm up. But
most of fighters like that.
Bro, I love
fighting,
man. I love fighting. To be honest, it's like competing is something in my blood.
Okay.
If you tell me you compete tomorrow, I'll be competing tomorrow. I swear to God, I'm not kidding. If you tell me tomorrow you have fight, I'll fight. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it.
Do you think it's the Arabic blood or it's mentally?
I think maybe the Arabic blood, because you know, like we had wars before in the old days and stuff. Assalamu alaikum, brother. What's up, brother? How are you? So it's like, but to be honest, for me, especially because I competed or I started wrestling when I was 8 years old.
Okay.
And I'm already 29 right now. Like almost, I just turned 30. So I'm talking about 16 or 17 years of my life I'm competing in the highest level in the sport. Olympics, World Championships, and like, you know, I beat a lot of Olympic medalists and World Champions and stuff. So I love it. I love competing. I love the challenge. I love, you know, like go through the pain, the exhaustions, the preparations, everything about it. I love it. I feel it gives me that life and fulfilling, you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask this question. Everybody think, why wrestling make the MMA fighter the bigger
giving bigger advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you from my experience.
Okay.
I think wrestling is the hardest sport to learn if you're older. So let's say striking. Striking is very basics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
It's only 5 punches. There's no more. But there's more technical, tactical, and timing, and a lot of things you can work on. So, and when I look at myself like a year and a half ago, I didn't know how to throw a punch.
Okay.
And I look, I'm like, oh my God, I laugh about it. This is funny how I look, right? But now I'm like, wow, because I'm putting in work, because you're athletic, and because you're a high level athlete. But let me tell you, for example, if I don't have the wrestling background and you're telling me now we start fighting, I'll be like, yes, I like the challenge, but from where? I don't have like any grappling background. So I think it's very hard for anyone to learn how to grapple when they are older.
Okay.
You know, because it's just endless.
Yeah.
Like wrestling with jiu-jitsu and the grappling in general, it's not easy to learn.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, bro. I train. It doesn't matter if I'm fighting or not. I train twice a day, 6 days a week, no days off. If I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I'm mad, if I have a, like hard day, it doesn't matter, man. That's I feel like for me, I know what it takes to be a champion.
Let me tell you a story. I'm not sure about it, correct or not. One of I read it or somebody told me that about Eldarov.
Yeah.
Okay. He went to wrestling team and he was, I don't know, 13 or 14 years, and they told him you are already big.
You're old.
I got shocked,
bro. It depends on where you're at. Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm, for example, in the US right now, I have some of my teammates in at American top team.
Okay.
They are 38, 39. We have a guy. His name is Tibau. He fought Khabib. He's the hardest fight for Khabib. Yeah, you can Google him later. The hardest fight Khabib have ever had. The only guy Khabib cannot take down in his life, in his entire career. This guy's still fighting till now. You know how old he is? 39 years old, bro. But why? because of the mindset. Because the people around him. If you're around people, they tell you, oh, you're old. You're gonna also like, oh my God, like he's gonna play in your head, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm old. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. But because of the mentality and the people around you and the environment you have, it helps a lot, you know. And also, I'm really grateful where I train. American Top Team is one of the biggest and one of the best. Like, imagine you training with Dustin Poirier, and then the other guy that is George Masvidal, and the other guy on the other side, Mikano, and the other guy on the other side, Armin. Like, you gotta like have guys to push, and I have Dagestani guys. Like, we have a lot of them, like all over the gym. I'm grateful to train with such guys like this, because in wrestling you used to compete with the best of the best in the world. So when you put yourself in situations in MMA is not comfortable, that's where you're gonna grow and where you're gonna learn. And I love it, man. I really enjoy it.
Now, I want you to tell me about the program of American Top Team. Let's say you have a fight. Okay, how can we going to focus on you?
Okay, so I'll tell you, outside of
a lot of champions,
a lot of guys, a lot of coaches. Okay, for example, I'll tell you the schedule of the gym. Like from we start Monday morning wrestling. I'll tell you more morning, and then afternoon is different. So Monday morning wrestling, Tuesday morning sparring, Wednesday morning grappling, Thursday in the morning sparring, and then Friday grappling, and then Saturday in the morning sparring. And then afternoon every day, kickboxing or boxing or conditioning or something. There's always something afternoon too. So you find yourself training twice a day, 6 days a week. So you're talking about
with the best of
the best of the best. So 12 sessions a week, and you have only Sunday off. So you come Sunday off and like, I don't want to do anything, man. I want to sleep, or I want to go to the beach, or I want to literally lay down on my pool and just not do nothing.
No,
bro, I swear to God.
When they can make focus for you.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we have a main coach. So for example, my main coach is Mike Brown. Okay. But I work with like all the coaches. But you have a head coach. So the head coach is always watching you and like working in your technique. Sometimes I do with Mike Brown, for example, like hours of just technical, bro. Like
specific.
Like some techniques we go through like hundreds of times. And they give you the time, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So to be honest, I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's just a process, and when you see it that way, like it's a process. Enjoy the process as it is, you know.
Okay, and now, who going to see your opponent and think about the plan?
The whole coaches, my striking coach, my main coach, like all the coaches, they look on the your opponent. They get like footage of what like their previous fights, and they look at it and we study it. We have a screen all over like the gym in a private rooms in the gym. So when you have, for example, fight, and you know, we have all the data from that guy you're fighting, your opponent. So they study that guy, and then they find a guy, like someone who have the same or close similar style as the guy you're fighting. Let's say I'm fighting a guy southpaw. Okay. So we have a guy in the gym at southpaw. You have a guy, like I'm fighting guys who's very good, like one of the best in the world in jiu-jitsu. We have a lot of guys are killers in jiu-jitsu, right? Like, so it depends on like who's your opponent and what's their specialty.
I have a lot of questions, but I don't.
Bro, I like to share.
Yeah, my last question.
No, I'm good.
Now, what we need here in Arabic country.
To be honest, I'm amazed by the organizing, by the event, by like what Sheikh Khalid he does, and like also the CEOs and all the guys like who's in charge for Brave. Man, this is like, I've been to UFC fights, I've been to PFL fights, I fought in PFL, I fought at Madison Square Garden, I fought in Bellator, I fought like, you know, the biggest, you know, like organizations in the world. And this is really exciting, and the way how the guys, you know, like they're very, you know, like you don't see anybody complain about anything like in Brave. Okay, you could hear that in different organizations, which is very impressive to me, you know. So when I see the way how they take care of their fighters and the way how they are very organized, and to be honest, like I'm really happy to experience that, and I'm gonna start to come more to Bahrain actually.
You're most welcome. What about technical for the coaches? Now, you told us about the program or the coaching, how they train, how all these things. We need here also in Bahrain to improve this type of coaching.
I think maybe like I don't know, like I mean I started to I came here like 2 days ago, so I didn't have the opportunity yet to train with the guys, but hopefully from tomorrow or after tomorrow we start to train with the team.
Inshallah.
But I feel here like they have very good grappling program.
Okay.
A lot of guys, they are like, you know, the Dagestani guys and the guys from, you know, like Russia and like everywhere. The who trains here, they're doing a good job, to be honest. Yeah. I'm amazed. Like I'm amazed by like the way how the you know make things work.
لا inshallah you will see more and more inshallah.
No,
and you will see also the
bro,
fight.
I saw like Brave have 3 cards in 1 week. That's impressive. Like UFC never have like 3 cards in 1 week.
You know, one day
it's crazy.
Yeah, they make 3 cars outdoor. You know that?
Really? Outdoors? I want to fight outdoor. Bro, give me a fight outdoor. No, I really like that because you know outdoor is fun. Like to be honest, I mean I like working out outdoor. Imagine like you're telling me fighting outdoor. Of course I want to fight outdoor.
It was incredible. It was a very big challenge for
it was not hot for the people.
It was a good weather, but it was in our winter. It's
okay, that makes sense.
It's very good, but sometimes it's windy and
really?
And dust, a lot of dust sometimes. But
wow.
it was very good. It was very good.
That's great.
Well, happy to see you in Bahrain, inshallah. And I wish we can see. We can make a visit for American top team, so we can see the
anytime you come there, I got you.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Happy to see you, brother. My pleasure. Thank you.
Inshallah, we'll post it and we'll share it together.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.